Hello, everyone. We're so glad that you're here. Welcome to today's webinar, the Ohio Society of CPAs Resource Vault titled Count on Your Future. As Dr. Crosby mentioned, my name is Christy Venny, and I'll be your guide on this treasure hunt through a vault packed with vetted resources to help our K-12 students unlock exciting futures in accounting, finance, and entrepreneurship. Whether you're an educator, a parent, or a student, you're in the right place. So we're going to share the vault document at the end of the tour, and we'll also email it out to anyone who registered for the webinar, as well as our upcoming webinars in this series. So let's dive into the vault. So let's start with the big picture. The Resource Vault makes it fun and easy to learn about all things finance, accounting, and entrepreneurship. Accounting is known as the language of business, and because learning doesn't happen in silos, the overlap into finance and entrepreneurship is included in the vault for a more holistic approach. The contents of the vault are divided into three main sections, kind of like the perfect cake. So let's see what that breakdown is. First, we have our free webinars and workshops. Think of that like the frosting on top. Interactive, exciting, great place to start. We've got sessions with industry pros, including a career panel at the end of this month and a high school forensic accounting challenge in early February that'll have our students thinking like FBI agents. The second section in this metaphor of the cake is the actual cake itself. So the learning activities and curriculum are standards aligned lessons and digital tools that can make accounting topics like budgeting and entrepreneurship fun and accessible. And trust me, it's not just about numbers, it's also about problem solving and creativity. And so the cherry on top and sprinkles in our scenario on this cake, there are career connections guidance embedded within the document in every grade band in alignment with Ohio's Department of Education and Workforce model. At the end of the vault, from ONET, there's alignment for students to real-world learning opportunities like earning industry-recognized credentials, learning about career pathways, and there's even a CPA summer camp. It's the ultimate springboard for their future. So let's dig into the good stuff. We're going to go through some of the resources available in the learning activities and curriculum first. I'll walk you through the resources tailored for each grade level because whether you're dealing with 6-year-olds who think money grows on trees or high schoolers who are ready to take on the world, we've got something for everyone. So elementary resources. At this age, we're planting seeds. Resources like bonsais, personal finance, and junior achievement resources teach about basic money skills like saving and spending, because who doesn't want their kids to learn the value of a dollar before they spend it all on candy like mine did? We also have curriculum available that we've checked out by EverFi for financial literacy. It's never too early to start. And it's gamified, so kids can learn while having fun. Some other examples, Waggy Labs lets kids pitch creative ideas to solve community challenges. Who knows, you might have a future Shark Tank star in your classroom or home. You can click on the link and go to these different sites where they have the information about how to access all of this free curriculum. There's no cost for any of these. And there are some small bite-sized lessons, and then there's larger curricular experiences as well. You'll also notice there's suggested activities. That's what I mentioned earlier in alignment with the Department of Education's Career Connection Framework. So that could be really helpful activity suggestions on what you also might want to do along with those online experiences. So middle school, let's dive into middle school. Middle schoolers are starting to think more independently. They're really trying to, and we can help them out. Here we have resources like from Junior Achievement that'll help them explore career pathways, including a newer simulation day that teachers can schedule. There's a financial lab that turns managing money into a game. It's very engaging. Imagine taking care of a virtual pet while learning to budget. No vet bills required, nothing to clean up. So it's a really great way to experience that, and it's interactive. For a deeper dive, EverFi offers a an entrepreneurial expedition, and it helps students design their own business plans. So think of it as training wheels for future CEOs. Educators, if you haven't checked out YEI's Pitch Challenge program, consider doing it. It's well researched and it's a tested model that kids really love. As we get into high school, this is where the rubber meets the road. Students can earn digital badges in areas like AI for business efficiency and data visualization. These credentials are like adding sprinkles to their resume. It really makes them stand out. The Vault has tools from companies such as Intuit, which is a big name in the accounting world. And they have financial simulations that teach real world skills using QuickBooks and TurboTax. Because let's face it, taxes are inevitable and learning earlier is going to be helpful. High school students can enjoy videos, articles, podcasts, and scholarships even available for them through Accounting Plus. That's another tool listed in these learning activities section that you'll definitely want to check out. As I keep scrolling, hopefully you're not getting dizzy, there's a lot. As we scroll down here, you'll notice that the high school resources and suggestions for career-connected learning options help prepare students to launch into adulthood. Experiential learning, such as shadowing, internships, pre-apprenticeships, joining clubs, these are all great suggestions for you to consider. And you'll notice here, EverFi offers almost a dozen courses related to accounting for free. And I've used them before. They're high quality. Check them out. There's a great list here in the Vault. There are also many industry recognized credentials that are beneficial to anyone interested in the accounting industry or a related field. And I'm going to keep scrolling down and you'll notice there's a whole page dedicated just to these industry recognized credentials. If you're new to this, these are sort of bite-sized credential experiences with curriculum that students can earn. There is a fee for testing for these credentials. If you're a public school district, you can get reimbursed for the testing fees through a process through the Department of Education. You can also, students could do this on their own. If you're interested and you want to do it, you can experience that and go to the website, and you could also take that credentialing test. You'll notice things like Microsoft Office Specialist. Skills like Excel and Word are essential. Intuit has a bookkeeper and QuickBook certification that are nationally recognized. And for a deeper dive, something like Tableau, they have a desktop certified associate credential that is very versatile. All of these credentials can align with graduation seals that students can now earn in high school in the state of Ohio. And as skills-based hiring and competition for elite internships grows, certifications are a great way to teach skills and help young people stand out in a big stack of resumes. So definitely make sure you're looking into these. As we keep scrolling, this is still high school opportunities. The OCPA offers programs like the CPA Summer Camp and Accounting Career Days. These are hands-on experiences and awesome networking opportunities. High school students can now qualify for a free OSCPA membership as well. So who wouldn't want to explore a career that's stable, high-paying, and exciting? These are opportunities definitely to check out. We're going to keep scrolling here. The next page offers career connections. And this Vault isn't just about classroom experiences. This is about doing. Did you know that Ohio's accounting sector is set to grow by leaps and bounds? With the majority of professionals currently in the field reaching retirement age by 2030, there's a huge opportunity for young talent. So there's some data on that here, and you can learn more. The data is sourced at the bottom if you want to explore and keep diving into that. And if becoming a CPA isn't maybe the goal you have, there's so many related fields that if you take some accounting classes, get some credentials, explore and learn, there are a world of opportunities available to you with that amazing foundational knowledge. And this page talks a little bit about that. For example, we talked about how there's going to be a forensic accounting challenge that you'll have an opportunity to dive into that specific profession, but you'll see on this page there's other ideas as well. And when you study accounting, you'll notice that this page here shows that finance skills and all of the skills needed in the accounting profession are on the rise. These are important skills in our world globally, as identified by the World Economic Forum. So when you take a look at creative thinking, analytical thinking, technology literacy, all of these skills are wrapped right into this profession. It's a great entry point for young people. As we get to the end of the vault, there is a website that you can learn more, that we're going to continue to grow the resources available on there. And there's an email if you have any questions. So at this point, I hope you're excited about these resources, and I'd love to open it up if there are any questions. We'll also share a link to the vault, as we mentioned, and for upcoming webinars. So at this point, going to turn this off, and we're going to see you can add any questions that you have into the Q&A if you have any at this time. And I think Tiffany shared the link to our vault. I'll share it again just in case in the chat here. And here's a link to a flyer with the registration information for our upcoming webinars.
And while we're giving people a chance to think of questions, I do have a couple to ask of you. I mean, obviously, there was a lot of research and time that went into developing this vault. And you have lots of experience in the educational field and in connecting students to careers. So as you were doing all this research to put this vault together, what were some of the things that surprised you that you learned in the process about the accounting profession, that you think you would love to share with others?
What a great question. One of my biggest takeaways, I had a preconceived notion that was wrong. And I will share that. I'm not embarrassed to share my learning. Being an educator for 20 years, I know sometimes, we learn from our mistakes and misconceptions. I thought accounting was very narrow. And when I did my research, I found out it's actually one of the best foundational areas to go into. If you think you're interested in business, but you don't know what, maybe finance, accounting is actually a better preparation for all of those things. And you can go in any direction with that. I also didn't realize the stability that the careers offer, the diverse types of accounting professions that are available, from being an auditor to being an actual CPA, which is such an in-demand role right now and requires really creative problem solvers. It's not just math. I thought, oh, it's just math, but that's a part of it, of course, but math's a part of a lot of careers. So much more than that. And now with AI is going to actually make the field even more interesting and make those human skills even more important. So the field is really for everyone. It's not just maybe the kid who loved math. Yeah, maybe math, yeah, I like math, it's okay. Well, do you like problem solving? Do you want to travel? There are jobs, there are accounting roles in every industry. And I didn't realize that. I thought it's so narrow. There's a few accountants. And when I was doing research in Ohio, over 30,000 accounting positions is what I found. And my mind was blown. So I definitely have become a huge advocate for young people considering this as an option and really trying it out. Talk to some folks that are in the field. Try some of the games, simulations, certifications. Give it a chance because you might find you love it. And it's such a lucrative field to go into with a secure future. Let's see. There's a question that came through. Thank you. Do you have any specific information on QuickBooks certification, such as curriculum or the program to use for training students before taking the test? I don't have it on me, but it is on the website. When you click on that link in the vault, it should take you to their site, and they do have the materials available on that site. So definitely that is a place you could look. One other thing that you might be interested in when we do the webinar in early March, we're going to be talking about ways that classrooms can use some of these different credentials and align it with work that's happening in that classroom. If I don't know if you're a teacher, if you're a student, if you're a parent, but that would be another option to learn more about that specific certification, as well as maybe how to access it and things like that. We're going to present in early March. Any other questions? Okay, if you do have questions, we mentioned that there's an email that you can send questions to, and we can put that. I believe it's foundation
Foundation at ohiocpa.com.
iocpa.com. So I'm going to put that in the chat if you have other questions. And we're
Oh,
really glad. Oh, go ahead. Did I do it wrong? Foundation@ohiocpa.com.
no, it just went to
Oh, it just
only
went to
household has.
let's try that again. Everyone. Oh, you did it. Okay, you're faster than me. Thank you. All right. Well, we're thankful for everyone who attended, and we hope to see you on future webinars and that you enjoy accessing the materials available in the vault. So have a wonderful rest of your day.
Yes. And one thing I would ask of you is one of the things about this initiative is just getting the word out. So we want as many people as possible to know about these resources, parents, teachers, guidance counselors, students, like whoever could benefit and from it. And so feel free to share it, to send them the vote itself or a link to it or anything else, or to have them get in contact with us or go to our webpage. So this is one of those things, we don't want it to be one of the best kept secrets. We really want to get it out there.
Good point. All right. Well, I think we're good to wrap up.
All right. Well, I thank you for being with us and look forward to continue the conversation around this and continuing to get resources into your hands. This is just the beginning. So our starting point, this is not our kind of final destination here. So there will be a lot more to come.